call it, yes, you have noticed that, you start losing weight, and but once you stop, the weight comes back again.
Yeah.
And this is the main problem, because all these diets, they do work, but they're not sustainable.
Mm.
Once we call it a diet, it means it has a start and then it has an end.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what happens after that end? What will
Mm.
you do? What will you eat? Will you move back to your previous habits?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or will you make new habits? And that's why we talk about behavioral changes rather than
Mm.
just focusing on the diet side of it.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
we
truthfully,
have to,
I can
yes,
really resonate with what you're saying there, because I've tried all of these diets,
yes.
every single one that's been mentioned, and I have to admit, I think when I did the Atkins, I
Mm-hmm.
dropped a shed load of weight very,
Very
very
well.
quickly.
Yes, yes,
But then I found I became like a social pariah. So when you were going to eat out, oh, I can't have the rice, I can't have the bread.
I
So
know,
what
I
can
know.
you have? Oh, I just have the steak without anything on the side. And you go to somebody's house for, someone's
Yes,
invited for dinner. They've made rice. Oh, I can't have the rice. And so
yes,
it was almost like I felt I was becoming a burden on others. But
yes,
by sticking,
yes,
and like I say, then it just became I couldn't sustain it. And I noticed
yes,
the same with keto. It's
yes, yes.
unsustainable in the long term.
Yes. They're very restrictive in a way that,
Yeah.
obviously, just like you said, that you're invited somewhere, what will you do?
Hmm.
With intermittent fasting, I always tell the ladies, what if there is a coffee morning? What if you have to go out for
Yeah.
a lunch with
Yeah.
your friends? What will you do then? So all of these diets are very restrictive. And what happens is there is another angle to it, Basit, as well. The thing is that once they start gaining back, but once they stop, and then when they start gaining weight back again, there is this feeling of, that, they blame themselves, that
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
do this, and then, feeling pity for themselves, and
Hmm.
probably feeling so bad about themselves that they start eating even more.
Yeah.
So this is this whole cycle. And when you said about this yo-yo dieting, this is what it is. So
Hmm.
we stop, we start eating again, but then we see that, oh, we've gained back the weight again. We feel miserable and we eat double more, triple more, and we keep
Yeah.
on gaining. And then we again one day decide we want to lose weight. And many times the body becomes resistant as well. It
Hmm.
stops. The other thing, Basit, I want to focus on is that the idea that I have to keep myself hungry to lose weight is also very
Yeah.
wrong. You
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
need to be, it's just as you mentioned that, you have to choose the right
Hmm.
kind of foods. Right kinds of food, filling foods, will make you lose weight, and
Yes.
you will be satisfied and satiated all day long. You will not. And when
Yeah.
we are hungry, we keep on thinking about food all day long. So we're always thinking, I wish I could have
Hmm.
biryani. I wish I could have,
Yes. Yep.
chocolate or
True.
whatever.
So on that note, then talking about food, what are the good foods? The wholesome foods which will fill us, will maybe consume the right type of calories for us and help us in that weight loss journey.
So, Basit, first of all, I would like to say that let's talk about behavioral changes as well. If it was that easy, all of us would have lost weight by now. We
Yep.
all would have been slim and sleek by now, but that's not the case. It's not just the food side of it, it's the behavioral side of it as well. We have to think about our sleep pattern, we have to think about our exercise, movement, stress, and it's the overall lifestyle we adopt. On the other hand, when you talk about certain foods, I would like to call them certain tips which I would like to give, so that I can
Mm.
go on and on, but I think if I divide them into few tips, it will make it a bit more easier. So the first important thing is, because when we are trying to lose weight, as I mentioned earlier as well, we're feeling hungry all the time. So the first important thing is that make sure that all your meals have a portion of protein.
Right.
By protein, I mean, chicken, fish, mutton, dals,
Yeah.
lentils, pulses, eggs, peanut butter, nuts, seeds. All these can be
Yeah.
part of your, healthy lifestyle. So if the thing is that not only it will, help with your muscles, muscle formation and muscle structure, but at the same time, protein gives you the feeling of fullness. So including protein in all your meals will make a big difference. There is a
Mm.
picture of dals coming, lentils are coming here on the screen, and I would like to mention that lentils is, your protein, but because of the fiber, it will also keep you fuller for longer.
Ah.
Then the other second tip which I would like to give is, because we want you to feel fuller and satisfied I would recommend vegetables. I always recommend them whenever I come on the show. I would say that half a plate of vegetables in both your meals. Again, they are full of fiber, extremely low in calories. So if you're thinking, sometimes I put a lot of vegetables in my plate, and when I share the picture on my Instagram or stuff, people say that I can never lose weight by having this, not realizing that so many vegetables, even if you have a truckload of vegetables, you're not having a lot of calories. So it's the fiber within them which will keep you fuller for longer, and you're not absorbing the calories as well. So from now on, you whenever you're planning your plate, you're thinking about protein and vegetables. The other thing is, when I say fiber will keep you fuller for longer. So
Right.
whatever carbohydrates you're choosing, for example, if you're having a slice of bread, for example, if you're having a roti, if you're having rice, whatever carbs you choose, make sure that they are not refined. They are whole meal, whole grain. So because they've got fiber, again, they will make you feel fuller. They are not refined. They are whole meal, whole grain. So because they've got fiber, again, they will make you feel fuller for longer. The other very important thing, the fourth tip which I would want to give, is that we always ignore hydration. We always not drink enough. Many times we are thirsty, but we think that we are hungry, and we keep on going towards food. But in reality, if we just have a glass of water, we won't be craving for that meal. So make sure that you are hydrated. Make sure there's always a bottle in front of you. Remind yourself, give yourself alarms, whatever you need to do, but just make sure that you're hydrated. The last point which I would want to make is that snacking is very important.
Yeah.
When we talk about snacking, we always think about biscuits, cakes, chocolates, and this is what snacks is all about. But I would say that, first make sure that you're having all your meals, not skipping any meals. So have your breakfast, have your lunch, have your dinner with this, whatever I explained, with this in your mind.
Yeah.
Then when you're having your snacks, planning is really important. So you've planned that today I'll have yogurt with any fruit,
Yeah, with some
like
fruit,
yogurt and berries.
Yeah.
I'll have hummus and carrot sticks. I'll have hummus and cucumber sticks. So you're planning, and even if you want to have a chocolate, why not have 2 small cubes of chocolate with a handful of nuts? So plan your snacks and make sure that you're snacking, but and any piece of fruit. So like, 2 to 3 portions of fruit in a day. So you're snacking on your fruit, you're snacking on your nuts, you're snacking on your seeds, yogurt, cheese.
Yeah.
So the idea is that you're eating all day, but you're making the right choices, and that will indeed, with the behavioral changes, that will help you lose weight.